Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. So the last time I made a video, I was working on bass arrangements, trying to get the bass together, and I worked on that for, I don't know, 4 days straight. Really, trying to execute the part. First of all, come up with a part that's, worthy of the tune, that serves the song, all that kind of stuff. And then when I felt like I'd gotten to that point, which I already feel like I've forgotten what I even played, but when I got to that point, I worked for about 4 days, or for 4 days up here, just executing and recording it. And had spoken with, conversed with Kay Mazer, a friend of the channel, and we were talking about how the bass provides the glue, and it really does that. It kind of just pulls the drum. It's like the medium between the guitars and the drums, just kind of bring it together. But I was noticing while I was trying to, apply that glue to the song, that there was a couple of moments, and I couldn't tell if it was the drums going off or if it was the guitar. So I isolated the drums, determined it wasn't the drums. I mean, they're not perfect, but they weren't doing this problem. And then I isolated the guitars, and I could tell, okay, it's the guitar that's going a little fast. And I had also dropped this pickup down to record the song "Try on My Life" because I wanted real serious articulation on these octave chords I was doing with the tremolo bar. So when the pickup was higher, it was creating too much like distortion and power, and it was muddying up the tune. So I had lowered it for that particular song, and I usually have it up high for most every other song, and live it wouldn't matter at all. It was just a recording subtlety. And so the next song I recorded, I realized, oh shoot, I don't have this pickup very high. I'm not getting a lot of power out of that pickup, so I brought it back up to the normal level that I usually have it on. Well, this song I recorded when the pickup was dropped. So now with the glitch, with the guitar being a little off, it gave me the opportunity to lift the pickup back up for this one as well. So this one has the same, power that the other song has. So I retracked it, and it indeed was the guitar that was causing the little timing glitch with the drums. So I ended up doing the entire guitar over, and then doing the bass over. And then I started thinking, shoot, I wonder if the guitar solo needs to be redone, because it was tracked with the other part, with the original guitar part. So I've spent about an hour in here retracking that and just seeing if I could beat it. And I think the original one that I tracked with the old guitar part works. I guess because, if you're tracking with the drums and you're trying to stay on your metronome, even if you change out the guitar, it can work. I had done that with the bass, and I retracked the bass because I felt like the bass was a little different from the guitar. So I redid the bass after I redid the guitar, just because it did feel like the timing on that was just slightly different. You wouldn't have noticed unless you retracked and felt more in the pocket, more in the groove when I redid it after redoing the guitar part. So redone guitar part on one song, redone bass and a bass part recorded. Then on the other song, I just got the bass done, didn't have to redo any guitars. So it's a lot of talking about what happened, but let's just see what the results were. Real quick, let me just play what I recorded if I can get all this. Why am I picking this whole thing up? I need to just pick this thing up and pull on this a little bit. There we go. Alright, so let me see if I can just get my head together. Alright, so this one has a re-recorded guitar. Let me just pull the drums out for a second so you can hear how much better that sounds. I don't have the old guitar anymore, but man, it's so much better. Alright, here we go. Just has more rock, more alive. A more satisfying kind of sustainy sort of crunch to it, more just more rock. The original version was cleaner, more articulate, which was nice, but just didn't deliver, you know, the power to match up with the sound of the rest of the record. Okay, so that's done. And then let me get to the bass part, which has not been heard yet. That is on track 6. Let me put it in mastering mode, and to do that you go to the algorithm mastering, input screen is master. I'll hit edit, go to high, sense high 5, sense mid 5, sense low 5, high, mix high 5. Everything's going to be 5s for now. It's just like a starting point. Same thing with the 3-band EQ, 555, all the way across. The level's 62, that's fine. Dimension reso off, ZNR off, patch level's 24. Red fader knob down so you don't blow your ears out. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the beginning, and I'll just start adding things in. We'll start off with the bass, that's sounding good. Okay, I feel good about that. Yeah, I'm happy. was worried when I was doing it that, wasn't going to happen. That's always the fear. Okay, now I'm going to the next song, Downed. I'll have that one also in mastering mode, the same idea. Let me make sure I've got my edits correct. Yeah, everything's 555 like I like it. Okay, and then that's always, adjusted to fine-tuned later. Okay, now let's figure out, shoot, I don't even remember what I did here. Okay, I got my guitars left and right, everything was fine with that. Okay, it's mainly guitar on this one that I got to play back, and then we'll build it as well. Let me just make sure. I like the bass part. I came up with this for this one. It's kind of cool. Start it over. It's starting to sound like a mess. We'll start from the beginning with the drums. All right, here we go. one's that one. The bass came out well. The only thing I'm wondering about is the other like lead guitar. Just I love the part, the descending blues thing. It's like a Freddie King thing, or it could be Albert King. I can't remember which one that was stolen from. But that's the only thing that gives me pause. I might come up with a different part. But the bass came out okay, and the guitars are cool. They're just everything. The energy on that one's like slash and burn. I love it. All right, so that's it for now. Now it's time to get into the vocals, and I've got just a few little lyric stuff to work on, and then it's time to just finish these babies off. All right. Hopefully everyone's doing well out there. If there's anything you need, questions about the Zoom or whatever, anything that I've brought up and you don't understand, don't hesitate to reach out, and I will do my best to help you. All right, next time.